All right, YouTube, what's going on? It's your man Tech King Mike back again with another video. Thank you for stopping by. So, OnePlus 7T, OnePlus 7 Pro. Device was announced last week. A lot of people are excited about it because of the price point. Some people aren't. Some people are really excited about it. I think it's the Android phone to go buy right now. What are my thoughts on it? Let's talk about it. Let's have a little conversation about it. So, number one thing about the OnePlus 7T that I find interesting is I do like the fact that they went back to the flat screen design. I do think that's very nice of OnePlus to give us that flat screen display again. But I have a problem with the fact that it feels like they're just continuing to reuse the body of the 6T. Now, don't get me wrong, Apple has reused the same body on their phones for 3 years now, and that's nothing normal to us. But I somewhat feel like the OnePlus 7T is the device we should have gotten earlier this year, and the OnePlus 7 Pro is the device that we should have gotten now. Now, here's the craziest part of all of this is that it's coming out now that when the OnePlus 7T drops next month on T-Mobile, they're no longer going to sell the OnePlus 7 Pro. So that means that if you have always wanted a OnePlus 7 Pro, if you've been interested in it, if you've been saving up all year for the deposit or down payment at T-Mobile, guess what, folks? That OnePlus 7T drops and you are out of there. No way you can go back and get one. Now, to me, I think that's a little bogus, but that's just my mindset. If you think about it, I see the both sides of the spectrum. I see what OnePlus is trying to do in regards to, let's give one market one flagship device, let's give another market another flagship device, and then let's switch it when we release the new devices. So they want everyone to experience it. They recognize that some markets people upgrade every 6 months to a year. They recognize in other markets people don't upgrade every year like North America and other markets do. So I do kind of see what they're doing, but I also feel like we see what Samsung has done with the S10e, the S10, the S10 Plus, Apple with the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max. You know, the top tier smartphone companies have multiple SKUs for what is essentially the same phone when it's all said and done. So there's a part of me that just kind of feels like OnePlus, you could leave both devices out on T-Mobile on the North American market and we'll be good. You know, there's no reason for you guys to take it away, but I'm not running their marketing team, so you know it is what it is. Now, another thing about the OnePlus 7T that I do enjoy is the fact that it is the first device to come out branded with Android 10 out the box. Now, I think that's really dope that it's coming straight out with Android 10. It's even got the new Android logo on it, and that should be pretty cool to get Android 10 out the box versus, you know, an update or anything like that. The craziest thing is, though, if you've got a Google Pixel or if you got an older OnePlus device, you're going to get the update regardless. So it doesn't matter whether you get a brand new phone or not. But hey, it's always nice to get it out the box so that way you know you're secure for at least a couple years when it comes to updates, especially with Android. Android's track record with most devices is not the best, but I would say that OnePlus and Google definitely do have the best track record when it comes to updating their phones consistently. So you're starting off with Android 10, that means that you're guaranteed at least 2 years of Android updates. So kudos for that. Now, another thing about the OnePlus 7T that I do enjoy is the fact that now for the price point, we have all three of those cameras that were on the OnePlus 7 Pro. Now, I no longer have my OnePlus 7 Pro. My OnePlus 7 Pro was sold and, you know, it is gone, whatever. And I enjoyed my OnePlus 7 Pro in the time that I had it, but I will say that I'm not the camera person that, you know, other people are. You know, other reviewers, other YouTubers, you know, they get knee deep into the nitty gritty of cameras, and that's not me. I kind of just like to be able to point and shoot, but I am learning, and I do know that in my experience, the OnePlus 7 Pro did have some amazing cameras. It did have some good cameras that were really true to life, whereas Samsung will kind of sometimes oversaturate, and the iPhone has its own way of doing colors as well. Sometimes the OnePlus cameras were the just most natural looking true to life photos. So that is one thing about those photos that I did enjoy when I had that device. Now they have that same camera array that has been brought down to the OnePlus 7T, and they've even added a macro motor in there so that you can get some good macro shots with the device as well. So I do think that the camera array on the device is going to be really good. They've also, another thing that I like is that they've shrunk the teardrop notch at the top. So it's almost, I believe, 35% smaller than the notch on the OnePlus 6T. So, hey, thumbs up for that. You know, I like that they're shrinking the notch. I never really had a problem with notches or anything like that. I mean, definitely have a problem with the notch on the iPhone because it's just obtrusive and it's just huge. But at the same time, I recognize the technology that's inside of it, which is why it doesn't bother me. Now, when you come to OnePlus, Samsung, and all these other OEMs, yeah, you're getting Face ID, but it's not like, you know, Face ID on the iPhone. So I like the fact that OnePlus recognized that and they shrunk that notch to make it a little bit nicer. Pretty much, you know, I took away a lot of things from the 7T reveal and the 7T announcement. There were some people who were frustrated about the 7T and some people who felt like OnePlus just kind of, you know, messed it up. And I mean, the only part of that whole event that I thought was messed up and I thought was, just to be honest with you guys, just a little bit of foolery in my opinion, was the price of that TV. I mean, I'm sorry, OnePlus. I like what you're doing. I love Oxygen OS. I really think it's really just, it's amazing. But at the same time, I ain't paying $1,000+ for a OnePlus TV with Oxygen OS. I'm not doing it, man. $1,000, I can go to Best Buy. In fact, $1,000, I can go to Walmart right now and get two 55-inch Samsung smart TVs. Just saying, man, it's not worth it, man. It's not. So that was the only part of the announcement that I thought was just kind of crazy to me. Now, I do like the fact that instead of giving us the normal, you got one nice color and then you got one black color. I do like the fact that they gave us the silver color this year. I do think that's pretty dope. I'll try to throw that up somewhere so you guys can see what that color looks like. But you got the frosted blue and some type of cosmic or whatever silver that is also available for the phone as well. So those two colors do look nice. I really enjoyed the blue on the OnePlus 7 Pro. So, you know, again, kudos for that. I appreciate that they're continuing to bring color choices to the market, because many of these companies will release a device and they'll release their color choices after the initial release of the device. And I don't like that. I feel like if you're going to do it, bring all the colors at once. Samsung, I recognize that they do have different colors in different markets, but I just still to an extent feel like, hey man, give us all the same color. You know, don't release a red phone that you know people are going to go crazy over, but only release it certain places. You know, give it to everybody. You know, give it to everybody. But what do I know? So OnePlus 7T drops in a few days. I believe it comes out not this Friday, but next Friday. I know it's coming out in the next couple of weeks on T-Mobile. It'll be available soon. And let me know in the comments down below. Do you plan on getting the OnePlus 7T, or are you sticking with your current OnePlus device? I also have a video that'll be dropping sometime soon on the OnePlus 6T 1 year later. Now, it's not exactly 1 year because I got my McLaren 6T later on in November, but the 6T was announced around this time of the year last year. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that video to give you guys an update, because it has been receiving updates regularly and it's still blazing fast, regardless if mine has 10 gigs of RAM or if the initial one had 8. Still the same phone, still the same camera hardware, same processor, and it's still holding up amazing, folks. OnePlus devices really do hold their value, and they really do just continue to shine when it's all said and done. So I definitely enjoy the fact that that is something that I can look forward to when it comes to OnePlus. I might get the OnePlus 7T, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have other things going on outside of YouTube, and you know, buying new phones is not really on the radar right now for me. I'm actually trying to more focus on giving you guys better content without having to go buy a phone to do so. And let's just be real, folks. I'll take the shot for me so nobody else will have to do it for you. I'm not the best smartphone reviewer. It is what it is. So, hey, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that like button. Share this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post my next video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TechKingMike, all across the board. No scores, no spaces or anything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.